一龙的暗战士之旅有手，来到全新的冒险。据说这个是 PS5 最新推出的一个恐怖游戏，我们一探究竟吧。它的名字心灵杀手，其实很多人都在期待这个游戏。它之前的初代的那个作品，很多人满意，所以很多人都期待这个第二作。事不宜迟吧。跟Cheryl也不会停下来的。
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
那好像射手这里是对的。
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
我现在随便走。这里跳下来，一个回头路。很多路。
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I think I hear someone.
That's just how the cookie crumbles.
"是一直探索整个区域的意思。搞很久了。
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, The federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
"妈，怎么感觉游戏的声音？游戏的声音不是很大哎，大声一点好不好？大麦克。这里怎么感觉游戏的声音不是很大的啊？ 之后再决定。
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here, waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell him about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. I need to think through the facts of the case. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
原来这个游戏是这样。被害人所有受害人都在2010年被通报失踪，没有共通点。那就是有一些人死了，那关我屁事。好了，还是要调查，我知道了，这是工作吧。如果是平常的话，我就没有兴趣啊，去管这些事情。
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
哦，末之后的游戏都是围绕着案件，但是有手枪应该有战斗的，下枪，扔下去。
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
近锋、远锋，我们的高山就是近锋。
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I did not want to swap.
要打上了。
Hey! That's me.
不可以拿武器吗？
So, the FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking. Let's just see this body, shall we?
身上还不可以用。
Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and...
Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
我很好奇，就其他人是怎样直播这个游戏。如果录像可以，应该是可以直播的吧？但是好恶心就是。
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Doesn't make sense.
对，一直无限这样放就可以了嘛。
Okay, okay. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
被害人透过手脚。
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
不少人是，但是当时尸体
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
尸体附近肯定要仔细找一下，就是不想人家面对。是嗰度啦，我神州也要去。
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
改编的方式，那个词怎样呢？方式词属。
Nope. That's not right. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
之后就没有了。一些卡片的用人去收集更多卡片吧。这好像没有，所有都已经没有了。车谁？
This mug always cheers me up.
不是最糟的吗？去收集卡片吧。
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
You get lost, Anderson.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
FBI
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
实际了。
Nice talking to you, too.
你这个时候还有真情说啊？对方都被袭击了。妈的！哇！你是说越是这个时候越是看不见。秘书。
A creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
把这些新手关够娱乐。单纯的一个床，真在这里睡会很舒服。
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
可能会知道。这里太多了吧？还有很多应该。好吧，要先看，刚才他先看资料的，十手，先洗手。
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
如果这么简单，应该没问题啊。哇，只是时间问题而已。三角形向下，下下。是无关紧要的，所以。我们现在要去医院。
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
上面要有一些图案。等一下，该不会有个解谜是看好这些剧情？
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheap. But he really hates the movies.
人家母系了，可能还是有这样东西。
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson.
Forest can be a dangerous place.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. The victim was one of their own. FBI...
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
变成不可以杀入我就不爽，为什么？我是只为show而战的，但是我偶尔又会有闪血的一面。
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Hmm.
呼来呼去的，以后我也没用了。
Nah. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out. I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out. I carry his words close.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
现在没有卡住啊，手把你带路，不是你带路的吗？
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Oh, so what? Don't care. I
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school.
You made it back.
I helped Logan
Good.
build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
这是什么？在附近的车，哦，好可爱哦。
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
个车是不会显眼的，所以就是一般车。
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded, but I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there?
Yes?
Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Rain.
That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week?
Also rain.
Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest?
No.
Well, Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Yes, I like this parade because they're one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Ah, so you're a fan of swans.
No.
That's not right. I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Hi.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Hey, how's it going?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Man, it is sweaty in these suits, isn't it? Charlene, are you as uncomfortable as I am?
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you've downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in hell. Swamp Ass City.
Ugh. Change of topic, please.
No. 我才不会莫名其妙这样。
I need bolt cutters.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my... I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days. It's a nice looking float to share.
Cute.
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect. It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer.
I think I saw something.
Like Christmas.
It'll only take a minute.
Always here.
Well, I certainly hope so.
在这里，再去进入一些房子之类的。
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
送了出，所以说我也是，明天我也要下班。我有两个男朋友在这里。
Just a few more days.
有两个男朋友在这里对话。
It won't open.
你故意撞开的啊！
Take care now.
Hey, how are you doing?
没有时间美国人打招呼。这是兰花旅店是不是？有一个旁边几乎都有一个蓝光在这里。好多蓝光到处。
Rest easy, buddy.
你每次都要这样，不用，还觉得亏不了。
It's not opening.
Good to see you.
I can't get through this. It doesn't budge.
Hi.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Any interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch. But someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping?
They're nuts. So, that's what all that screaming was about? Either that, or a couple on their honeymoon.
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did? Oh.
Stop avoiding the
I can't leave here yet. Lots of work left to do.
Pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't have any guys up there. This is where the action is. Careful crossing the road. Jaywalking. The bane of my existence.
Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Welcome back, Anderson.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Hi! Down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
不能怎样说我才是要说吗？说吗？说吗？我know that.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions.
Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God.
Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
别人这样讲。
We're dealing with an organized group. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
今天的任务已经完成了，接下来就随便去推一下，大家不会推太久，明天再继续，现在随便推一下。
That's not right. Think, Saga. Makes sense. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. That's not right. So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
I feel bad for these guys. Can't open this with my bare hands. It won't open.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
I need something to cut this. I can't get through this. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. No. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta
gotta move. Now. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Since I fell down this rabbit hole,
No. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
今天那个Alan Wake 今天要到这为止了，选择支持，明天10点再继续。然后明天早上我会发一些其他的片，现在热点最上方组合包的片，以上一准好。今天就要到这为止了，收拾好，明天还要上班了。